That one's a little light. Someday I'll have my own instructor set, and I won't have to go over there again.
So dirty.
Yeah, some looks real dirty.
But you didn't know when.
Okay, what is this circular structure?
A nerve.
A nerve, good. Sometimes it's hard to see the big picture in anatomy, huh? We get caught up in the little details, forget the big picture. This is an organ, it's a nerve. Okay, it's got a variety of tissues, made up of various tissues. Okay, so when we're looking at the nerve, first is the bundle of axons. Good, the bundle of axons, good. And they're bound with 3 layers of tissues, wrapping them together, just like with muscles. Okay, have the same prefixes, epi, peri, and endo. See that? Okay, so around this is the thickest layer, dense irregular, wrapped around the nerve, protective. What was that layer called?
Epinurium.
Epinurium, good. Be very aware when you write that one down so that the epimysium doesn't flip out onto your paper, because I see that happen. Just kind of go on autopilot, and then the epimysium, wrong answer, epinurium, yeah. And so then we have these structures, those of which are not that good on this one. We have these groupings of structures which are pretty ill-defined on this one except for down here. Let's look at that one. Goodness, this is just so dirty or something. Okay, and so, yeah, there it is. Okay, this right here, what is this structure?
A fascicle.
It's a fascicle. Good, great. Okay, and so what about this? Not that one. How about this layer that's binding them together? Yep, that's the perinurium. Great, perinurium. Okay. Well, that looks pretty good.
Is that a blood vessel?
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's a little artery. See the little blood cells in there? Here's another one. Okay, and so we did perinurium, we did fascicle. And so one of these structures, not the layer, but the structure.
Endo. Talking about the layer?
Not the layer, but the structure. I can go closer.
A myelated axon?
Yeah, exactly.
Mozzie said it first.
Good, Monty. Here's some up here. Okay, there. There's a good one over there. Okay, so what's the structure? Yeah, that's the myelinated axon. You can see it's like a circle, a smaller circle with another circle around it. Okay, so the axon's in the middle. And what's this?
Endonurium?
No, that's not the endonurium.
That's the myelinated sheath?
That's the myelin sheath. That's pushing it a little as far as the question goes in your visibility all the way back to the class of the room, to the back of the room. That'd be a little hard, but I just wanted to show you. This is the myelin sheath. This is the axon. Okay, but the whole structure is the myelinated axon. The endonurium, very hard to distinguish. Okay, so just know it for lecture. It's going to be what is in between.
It's a myelin sheath.
Sorry, what was that?
Endonurium is going to be very difficult to distinguish on this. It is in between these myelinated axons, but just not the visibility is not that. The resolution is not really that good.
Is the myelin sheath a Schwann cell?
The myelin sheath, yes, is the Schwann cell. It's formed, the Schwann cell forms the myelin sheath. And these nuclei that you're seeing, those are from the Schwann cells. See the purple? And that's not on your list. But
So if you were to
fine.
ask us
We'll
that
see it.
question though, like you did.
Endoneurium?
Not for the endoneurium, but the myelin sheath.
Myelin sheath versus
Myelin
Schwann cell.
sheath or-
That would be the answer, right? It wouldn't be
Yeah, what if someone put
endoneurium.
Schwann cell?
If someone put Schwann cell, when I was pointing to the, okay, let's see, let's do an example. Let's find this one. Oh, that's nice and big. Okay, so what is this structure here? Including this and that.
Myelinated axon.
Yeah, it's a myelinated axon. And the axon is not the Schwann cell. So you can't
But
have
the-
the
but
axon.
the circle.
The axon being different than is different than the Schwann cell. Yeah.
But around it, the circle, the donut part, would that be?
Yeah, this
myelin-
part, that's the myelin sheath.
But
and
you
this
also
is-
accept Schwann cell?
This is the axon. Yes, Schwann cell would be okay for that.
Okay.
I see the question.
What's
yeah.
on the upper right?
This is a blood vessel. An artery. See the red blood cells inside?
Yeah.
That's the lining of the blood vessel.
It's myelin sheath, right?
Myelin sheath.
Okay.
What? Did you
Skin.
just leave and then come back? Is that what you're asking
Yeah.
again? Yeah, so
No, I knew what she said, but we were trying to figure out if it was myelinated sheath or myelin sheath.
oh, it's a small difference, but it's actually myelin sheath.
Okay.
Yeah.
So myelinated axons, myelin sheath.
Yes. Myelinated axon is the entire structure with the two layers, the donut, the outer, and the dot inside of the myelinated axon. The myelin sheath is the outer layer. That could also be called the Schwann cell. So I don't really find this one super useful. So this one is, just a longitudinal section, but I don't think it's very useful to us because we can't differentiate anything from anything else. You can't differentiate a myelin sheath from an axon, but it's myelinated axons. You can see the nuclei; those are from the Schwann cells. But I don't like it, so we won't use that one because it does look like smooth muscle as well.
So that was the
Sure.
medullated nerve.
That was the longitudinal section of the medullated nerve, which is not very good.
So we're not gonna do that.
So we won't use that one. Yeah. Okay. I think we'll stop there since it's almost 10 after. Questions? Okay.